When Donald returns to Wolf Hall, he does it with fanfare. Or at least with percussion. He drums his heels on the floor and spins in place like a tap dancer.
You survived detention, huh?
It was nothing.
Seriously. I was expecting a lot worse from Grabs. He only made me write a paper.
I told you, he's not so bad.
Homework can still be torture.
No, he's probably just warming up.
Wasn't ready for me. Not a lot of people manage to get detention in their first week of school, you know.
Oh, I know. It was really hard doing your route last time. All those detentions.
So are you famous now?
Infamous?
Not yet. I mean, the great Williker once filled the entire cafeteria with a lake of cheese. That's infamous. Maybe if I can manage to get detention every single weekend. But with that many demerits, you'd get kicked out.
Demerits?
You know, what the teachers give you when you screw up. Franco never makes mistakes. Huh. Merits and demerits. If you do something good, over the odds, the teachers give you merits, like it's a status thing. And if you're a naughty boy, they put demerits on your record. Get 50 demerits and you'll be expelled.
I would probably get sent home to my parents then. How embarrassing.
But they don't always give you demerits with detention. Sometimes it's one or the other. No problem then. Anyway, if I kiss up to the teachers and get merits, it'll balance out. Makes a game out of it, you know? It'll be legend. I don't know. It sounds like too much work. If you want to make an impression on people, you have to put some effort into it. What do you think, Franco?
Power is always worth the effort. You can have more fun. That's gotta be scheming. This has gotta be flirty. Sporty, I guess, and then I'm not sure what that does. This is the real important question, though. Is this your plan to show off for all the girls in school?
Nah, you've seen Urchin. Girls don't appreciate a good prank.
Aw, there was one girl who did. Yeah, Franco.
Probably depends on the girl. So more into impressing the guys, then? Are you? Ha! We'll see who can keep up with me. I'm not committing either way. Getting a date's not the point, though. It's more about challenging myself.
Donald shrugs.
Maybe I'll come up with a better plan later. I don't know. It's early days yet.
Right. This has only been our first week, after all. Only the first week. But there's Sunday. At midday, I head to the cafeteria for lunch. I carry my tray of food to an unoccupied table end, but just as I start to sit down, someone else sets a tray across from me.
Oh! I'm sorry. I'll sit somewhere else.
No, it's fine. There's plenty of room. Have a seat. This girl looks familiar. I think she's Donald's sister's friend or something. What was her name? It's Ellen. Ellen, right?
Right.
Flirty! Ah, there we go. Effect tabs like this show when the dialogue is being affected by choices you made in the past. These choices shape your character's personality and experiences. Oh, so because of choices I've made, what I say to her is now more flirty than it would have been. Gotcha. I never forget a cute girl. Well, that didn't impress her. Am I losing my touch? She does this like, that can't be true.
You're Franco?
You got it.
Well, there's only one student from Europe here that I know of. You should sit down and eat your lunch.
You too.
Right.
I think I'm making her nervous, but I'm not sure why. I haven't done anything. Maybe she's naturally timid. Seems weird for a horse hall girl, though. Speaking of horse hall... So what sports do you play?
Huh?
I guess she wasn't expecting me to talk to her. Before I can apologize for interrupting her meal again, she beams at me.
I like softball and volleyball.
What's softball?
It's like baseball, but the ball is...
Soft?
Not really, but it's bigger and softer than a regular baseball, and it doesn't go as fast. What about you?
My favorite sport?
Ooh. I mean, volleyball would probably be the closest to her thing, maybe. But I personally like football.
I'm all about football.
Oh.
I have no idea what to talk to this girl about. Maybe I should just eat my lunch and stop trying to be friendly.
Hey, Ellen! Freaking Virginia.
Donald's sister slides in next to the other girl.
I was just talking to Pastel, and she was saying how most of the wild seeds in this year's class are girls again. Apparently it's been happening that way for a while, I don't know. So you see, you're part of the hot new trend.
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat those?
Without waiting for an answer, she starts stealing chips off her friend's plate. Hey.
It's fine. I wasn't hungry.
She never finishes her lunch.
Don't talk with your mouth full. You're getting crumbs everywhere.
I guess she's less timid when she's talking to other girls. I wonder if most wild seeds are female in general or if it's just at this school.
You don't know? Shouldn't there be records somewhere?
Probably, but you can't tell while they're still students. A lot of wild seeds drop out.
Drop out? They're falling down?
Drop out of school. They quit, they don't graduate, and then they aren't magical anymore. As if they'd never had the choice. When a young wild seed first manifests powers, E is contacted by the larger wizarding community and offered the choice to either join magical society, with all the rights and responsibilities involved, or to have heir powers sealed and forget that they ever existed. Those who accept the choice also have their powers sealed, but only temporarily, until they are either accepted for training at a school of magic, or violate their oaths of loyalty and lose their magic forever. Pronouns. Magical creatures and spirits do not always fall into male-female categories, and witches and wizards had to invent polite ways to address them in languages that weren't designed for that. Over the centuries, these language variations became common among those raised within wizarding culture. People born to traditional wizarding families will often use E when referring to an unknown person rather than he, she, or they. Examples. E is a wizard. I cast a spell at M. I borrowed heir book. That wand is heirs. E is very proud of himself. I always loved the pronouns thing. That was so cool.
A wild seed who chooses not to be magical anymore has their power and memories taken away, so that E can't betray the existence of magic to anyone else.
I can't understand how anyone would choose to give up on magic.
Lots of reasons. They get homesick, they miss TV, they don't like our rules, or they screw up in class too much and flunk out. Ellen will never have that problem. She's a huge nerd. She didn't even want to go to the mall yesterday. She wanted to stay home and study. Can you believe it?
Actually, so did I.
Studied?
Really?
Sure. It's important to get off to a good start.
Right.
Oh, boring, boring, boring.
She grabs the last chip from Ellen's plate and stands.
I'm gonna go for a walk. See ya!
Huh.
Ellen sighs quietly as Virginia exits.
Sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Nothing, I guess? Have a good day.
She takes her tray and exits.
Sweet Ellen.
At the end of the week, I have the chance to review the things I've learned and make preparations for the future.
If you have items in your inventory, you can equip or unequip them now. Items will only have effects when worn. Oh, that's right, I can't do that the rest of the week. But what's nice is we have entries. Let me drink some water and then we'll read these quick.
I have arrived at Iris Academy under the assumed name Franco Franco. I was met by Professor Hieronymus Grabner, the scion of a British noble family who is known to my parents. He is aware of my true identity and will be helping me to keep my secrets while I study here in America. He also promised dire consequences if I let anything slip. Considering the tragedy and scandal of his own school years, he has reasons to be sour.
Meeting people.
William Danson came by to give me a basic introduction to the school, but we were interrupted by his siblings Virginia and Donald, who apparently don't get along.
Late for orientation.
I slept late and missed the school overview given to freshmen, but I did meet Professor Potsdam, the headmistress. She asked me to say hello to my parents for her.
First red magic class.
Professor Grabner gave us a lecture on the dangers of relying on brute force with magic. A boy from Toad Hall wanted to know if he could use red magic to stop someone's heart. Grabner told him no.
A strange girl.
I met a girl from Snake Hall who was climbing trees. Apparently, she doesn't talk much, but she thanked me for giving her back the shoe that she dropped.
First blue magic class.
Professor Grabner talked about the uses of blue magic: alteration, transportation, and illusion. He implied that only the most intelligent wizards can use this to its full potential.
Wolf Hall mates.
I talked to Luke, Donald's roommate, and told him I was from Europe. Luke says he and his brother are both wild seeds, which I thought was impossible. Then Donald came by, practicing some kind of prank involving confetti.
First green magic class.
Professor Potsdam talked about the magic of life, and how it has to work with the structure of life that is already present. Small, careful changes made over a long period of time are most effective.
Black magic class.
Professor Potsdam gave an overview of how black magic is used to enchant objects and is not evil. A girl from Snake Hall asked if she could use black magic to create skeleton servants, but Potsdam said that would require spirit magic.
White magic.
Professor Potsdam talked about the uses of white magic: to see, communicate with, and sometimes control other minds and spirits. She warned the class that using white magic for control would have negative consequences. Why did she even tell them it was possible?
And hot-headed.
Donald got detention for setting a girl's hair on fire. His sister came over and yelled at him about it.
Goodwill ambassadors.
Everyone at this school is so friendly. A girl from Butterfly Hall came over and offered to show me around, and then William arrived to do the same thing.
Infamy.
Donald considered a plan to get himself into detention every week, then earn merits to make up for his misdeeds.
Lunch encounter.
I had lunch with a couple of girls from Horse Hall, Ellen and Virginia. They mentioned that some wild seeds choose to give up their magic and memories to go back to the mundane world. Apparently, there are more female wild seeds at Iris Academy than male.
Okay. And so now we can see all our spells and a description of what they do. Oh, you can do them in a quick bar slot. That's nice. So you don't have to open the book if there's a bunch that you use. I actually will make Breeze one. The other one's not yet. And you can do it by cost, color, and name. Nice. This one is handy to have right off the bat, so. Alright. Done. This music, though, could only mean one thing.
Someone's knocking at my door. What's going on? It's too early for classes.
Hey, mind if I come in?
Oh, right. I'd forgotten he said he was going to drop by.
Thank you. In a little while, before classes start for the week, there's going to be an assembly for all the freshmen and the seniors. Not like last week.
Not that I would know, since I missed last week's assembly.
This will be the beginning of freshman initiation.
Initiation? Wizards in the States get citizenship when they've only just started school?
No, it's nothing like that. This isn't a ceremony about legal status, it's about shared experience. Wizards tend to be individualistic, but it's dangerous for society if people with too much power do all their own thing. Imagine if all the students tried to set themselves up as evil overlords. So, a lot of Iris Academy traditions are designed to encourage a sense of society and working together.
Like sharing rooms.
Don't get sidetracked. I'm sure the professors know what they're doing. So, the idea of freshman initiation is that the entire freshman class has to suffer together.
Suffer?
Nothing actually dangerous, just embarrassing. The seniors will give you commands, and you're expected to follow them.
That doesn't sound so bad.
There are more rules, but it's supposed to be a surprise. You'll find out at the assembly. One thing, though. Every freshman is assigned to be the property of a particular senior, to serve them in exchange for protection.
Now that is starting to sound strange.
Yeah, as soon as Franco's just like, pardon? Like, okay, this is just a weird Iris Academy thing. It's not a weird mage thing, it's a weird Iris Academy thing.
Since these aren't your customs, I've been asked to be your senior, to be sure nothing goes wrong and you have a good time.
Man, would have been nice if Cutie had had that.
Setting me apart from the rest of the class again.
Well, I mean, we do want him to be our senior, so...
I look forward to it.
Let's see if you're still saying that by Friday. Come on. Since I'm managing the initiation, I need to be there early. I can show you where to go.
Oh yeah, show me where to go.
The gymnasium is filled with students, freshmen and seniors. Most of the freshmen look sleepy and confused. The seniors, however, look smug. They know what's coming. The room falls silent as William steps up to the podium.
Oh my goodness, this music. Whenever I hear this music, I just think of Damien. Always. Oh no. Are we gonna meet Damien now? We didn't meet Damien last time.
Good morning, everyone. My name is William Danson, and I am your incoming senior class president. But for the next week, half of you will be calling me Sir William. Welcome to freshman initiation.
Now the rest begin to realize what they're in for. I see Luke look nervously at Donald, who just grins and waves him off like there's nothing to worry about.
Before we start, I am required to give you some safety information. Nothing that happens this week should cause you or anyone else physical harm. If you are ordered to do something dangerous or that you know is wrong, please go to a teacher immediately. Now, all you freshmen, please line up. One at a time, come up on stage, announce your name and where you come from, and receive one of these initiation handbooks.
As William requested, I help start the process by going up first to recite my fake name and background, then stand near the stage to watch the rest. This part I understand. Most of us are strangers, even if we've had a few classes together. I've read through the list of class names, but I haven't had a chance to match them all to faces. The quiet girl from Snake Hall turns out to be Barbara Salmoro.
Sorry, voice break there. We can do this. Whoa! Okay, Jacob got hot. Jacob was not this good looking last time I remember. Excuse me. Talk about a glow up.
And that's Jacob Blazing, who Grabner said was a prominent student because of his family. I'm surprised Grabner didn't warn me about this initiation business if it's such a big deal. Maybe William's just trying to make it sound important because he's in charge of it all. While the seniors aren't doing the same introduction routine as the freshmen, the handbook William gave me appears to be a list of names and black and white pictures, so that should be helpful if I ever want to look someone up.
Pictures? Really? I thought you couldn't take I thought like no human technology was allowed in the school, like cameras.
Wait, there are pages of rules after all the photographs. We are required to memorize the full names of all seniors and address them as Sir or Lady. So that's what Sir William meant. And there's more. We have to memorize a silly poem and recite it on command. We must never show our backs to a senior. We must never be taller than a senior. We must always respond to requests with... Oh, the introductions have finished. William's at the podium again.
Now, as well as serving and honoring the entire senior class, each one of you will become the property of one particular senior. Your senior is your master, your best friend, your worst nightmare, and your only protection from the rest of us. Stand and wait, and we will choose.
He hops down from the stage and immediately places a hand on my shoulder, claiming me.
Now, stand back and watch.
The rest of the seniors stride out onto the floor, bold and loud and confident that their every word will be obeyed, while the freshmen cluster together like sardines among dolphins.
Oh my gosh, I remember this.
You're taller than me, freshman. Get down on the ground.
Don't turn away from me, freshman! I see your back!
No threats are issued, only commands, but the younger students obey without question, spinning this way and that, cringing and kneeling before their supposed masters. Most of them, anyway.
Is that Angela? The hair's right. Angela also got a glow up if it's Angela.
What are you looking at, freshman?
I quickly flip through my handbook. The butterfly senior's name is Angela Kirsch.
It is Angela. Goodness.
Answer me when I speak to you, worm. That's what you are, isn't it? A fresh worm. Now get down on the ground and wriggle.
She's not backing down. Is that senior going to hit her? I start to step towards the pair, but before I can leave William's side...
Huh. I think I like you.
Huh?
I think you should be mine.
Isn't that what Damien said to Cutie? I think you should be mine.
Is this freshman choosing business normally such a battle? I turn to ask William about it, but he's staring in the direction of a different group of freshmen, a worried expression on his face. Following his gaze, I spot Ellen picking herself up off the floor with the assistance of someone who must be her new senior.
Is it my boy? My bad boy, Damien? Is it? Yeah! There he is! Oh my goodness, such fond bad memories of you. I don't know why I like you, because you were terrible. But I do. And, by the by, still romanceable in this game, so look forward to that, Winku. Well, no cutie this time, so I guess he gets Ellen.
A very distinctive-looking character from Falconhall. His skin is as blue as a Deva's, but those are not the feathered wings of a Drangoni warrior. They give him the aspect of a devil.
You don't say.
Clearly he is of otherworldly origin, but beyond that I do not recognize the exact type. It takes only a moment to find his entry in the handbook. Damien Ramsey. Not a name that gives me any clue. Who's ever heard of a Ramsey? But then, who's ever heard of a Franco Franco? Names only tell you as much as someone wants them to. Shaking my head, I look back at William. Everything okay?
I'm not sure. I've got to keep an eye on things in here for a while. Make sure everyone's got a partner that needs one and so on. You should probably get on with your class schedule for the week.
So what do I have to do next for initiation?
Read the handbook. Generally, if a senior gives you a command when I'm not around, do what they say and try to enjoy the experience. If you have problems, come and find me. If anyone gives you serious trouble, tell them I ordered you to. You're my freshman, after all. My word outranks everyone else. And I will give you a personal assignment later in the week. But for right now, don't worry about it.
Well then. With that in mind, I head out to decide on my class schedule for the week.
Alright, so this is our first time where we can do whatever we want. So we can study now, we can do gym, we can sleep. I'm not sure how far we can let our stress go and how much sleep does for us. I'm gonna wait till we're at least 20 to 25-ish and then try sleeping and see what happens. I know if you go too ham without sleep for too long, you're forced to rest. I think. I don't think you fall over. But that was the old game. That might be different in this one. Let's do blues with Grabby and see what happens. Alright, got 2. Hi? Aren't you beautiful?
In the hallway, I find Luke and his brother standing back to back as an amused senior watches them. Blaze Beshley, according to the handbook. In a black and white picture, she didn't stand out so much, but up close, she has stone-colored skin and little horns that poke up like rabbit ears.
Now, rotate.
The twins shuffle around in a half circle, keeping their backs pressed against each other so that they are never visible.
That is so cute. I could watch this all day. Spin!
Around they go again. With Logan to guide him, Luke manages not to trip over his own feet like he usually does. At this point, she notices me standing there.
Oh, another one. Tell me, what's my name, freshman?
Lady Blaze.
Right.
She looks down at herself and laughs.
Oops, I forgot. Never mind.
I feel like I missed a joke somewhere. Was it supposed to be a trick question?
Can she be either? But she's in Butterfly, right?
Boys, I'll pick you up later. Don't forget.
She winks and departs.
I seem okay with it.
What was that about?
That was our senior.
What? Both of yours?
She said something about 2 for the price of 1. Except she looked different this morning. I suspect she enjoys disguising herself to confuse the freshmen. Do you know anything about people like that, Franco? People who can change the way they look?
Well, anyone can put on a glamour with enough blue magic.
It wasn't an illusion. I did check. The change was real.
Logan must be ahead of me in his blue magic studies if he can see through a spell. Some kind of shape-shifting, then. I don't recognize her stock at all. I've never seen one before. I assume she's related to a type of otherworld creature native to the North American area, but I wouldn't know, and as wild seeds, they wouldn't either. Ask Donald, maybe. He might know.
Is it rude to ask about what kind of person she is?
I can't tell you what someone that I don't know will think is rude. You'd have to ask her.
He never managed that. Shut up. Still, I think we've come out well with the senior we got. She seems interesting, at least.
You're with Donald's brother, right? Yeah, but I haven't really seen him since this started. I think he's pretty busy. At least he's not making me spin around in the hall.
What do you think about this initiation business?
Sporty. Okay.
It's a game, right? It's all for fun. Logan nods.
I need to start practicing that poem or I'm never going to remember.
Right. I should probably look over that handbook more carefully myself. I'll see you later.
Well, she was interesting.